Hello there. Welcome to Just the Dis. We talk about Blu-rays here. My name is Brian, and for this video, we are going to be talking about the Vinegar Syndrome Black Friday sale, which is coming up when this posts. I guess it'll be tomorrow, pretty much. And that sale is going on November 26th through the 29th. And it is a good sale, and everybody's interested. And the website right now is talking about, the stuff that's on sale. Well, it's talking about the Flesh for Frankenstein, Trauma, and Creature will be in stock with 2 surprise limited edition Vinegar Syndrome releases and 2 new VSA releases, plus 4 new catalog slips. And you can become a 2022 yearly subscriber. This is the only time of the year that you can do that. And there's new partner label stuff happening. So I'm excited to hear about those announcements as well. But so it goes from the 26th through the 29th. And I wasn't going to do a video because I've done already a couple videos recommending Vinegar Syndrome titles this year. But that said, there are a few that have come out since my last video, and there are a few that will probably be now on sale since the last video I made that I just thought I'd throw in as recommendations. I'll try and make this brief. And then there's going to be some recommendations for things that won't be on sale, but that maybe you should consider while you're loading up your cart. That might be fun to have. But I'm going to start with the big guns here. This gets my highest recommendation. This is the one you should definitely jump on quickly. I don't know that it'll sell out or anything, but, it'll definitely be a big seller. I think it's going to be on sale. It's about the right time since it's been released for it to be on sale. It is their Homegrown Horrors box set. I always love these boxes, by the way. And I'm excited for the next one. I don't know what's involved, but you get 3 films in this. You get Winter Beast, which is just like bonkers, crazy monster movie fun. You get Fatal Exam, which I haven't watched yet, but which I've heard is maybe the least interesting in the set. But that said, I have heard some people enjoyed it, so I still need to get around to that one. But this is the real gem for me in this set. Beyond Dream's Door, very low budget regional film, and made not like a Night Beast. It feels more like a thesis movie, maybe. I don't know how to put it and not sound like I'm denigrating the quality of the film, because it's really good. I really like this a lot. It's a story about a guy who's having these dreams that are starting to intrude upon reality, and he's sort of being chased by this monster, and it starts attacking other people in his real life. And I don't want to say too much more about it because it's really a discovery for me this year. And like I said, I loved it. So that's the big one for me. But Winter Beast is definitely a gem too. If you're into bonkers, crazy horror stuff, Winter Beast is going to be your jam. So anyway, highest recommendation for the Homegrown Horrors box set. Definitely make that one of your purchases. I haven't gotten a chance to really go deep on this one yet, but the Televised Terror box set should also be on sale. And I pulled out Calendar Girl Murders, so I don't have that in the box right now. But you have Are You in the House Alone? Which has an audio essay by Amanda Reyes, and it's also the title of her TV movie book. And then you have Child in the Night, and Calendar Girl Murders. Like I said, that's got Tom Skerritt. But TV movies are definitely one of my favorite things that I've been watching this year. And so this box set, I think, will be on sale, I'm pretty sure, and will be worth grabbing. Let's see, what else have we got? Champagne and Bullets, a.k.a. Get Even, is a VSA title that I recommend It's one of those vanity pieces where the guy behind it is the, director, writer, star, and you've got interviews with him. His name's John DeHart. That's him right there. And there. But yeah, after being set up on a phony drug charges by a corrupt cop named Normad, two respected policemen, Rick and Huck, are kicked off the force. Years later, Rick reunites with Cindy, his ex-girlfriend, who reveals that she's being pursued by a ruthless satanic cult that has started practicing human sacrifices, and even worse, is being operated by none other than Normad. When Huck is set up again by Normad, who now is a judge, Rick takes it upon himself to defeat the encroaching evil. An almost indescribable action film and pure passion project, directed, produced, written, and starring John DeHart in his sole filmmaking venture. Champagne and Bullets was produced in 1993, but revamped several times over the subsequent 2 decades by its director. Each new iteration was more mind-blowing than the last, with the culmination, Get Even, becoming an immediate cult hit and the stuff of legend in video trading circles. Co-starring Wings Hauser and William Smith, Vinegar Syndrome Archive is overjoyed to present the Blu-ray debut of John DeHart's Champagne and Bullets in its never commercially released original 16mm cut, as well as the Road to Revenge and notorious Get Even re-edits. So you have multiple edits of the film and some commentary to explain this lunacy. But yeah, it's really something else. It's just one of those movies that you see and you try to describe for the rest of your life to anybody that will listen, It's like that. So definitely grab this. I think this should be on sale. I could be wrong, but I believe it will be. And speaking of VSA, we also have Alley Cat. This is pretty good. I was a fan. And it says Billy has had enough of the thugs and gangsters who have been terrorizing her neighborhood. After her grandparents are savagely attacked on their way home, she decides to take matters into her own hands and, using her knowledge of martial arts, begins dishing out her own brand of vigilante justice. That's all you really need to know. Woman kicking butt, and it's pretty cool. I dug it. Definitely fun VSA, one of the more fun VSA releases for this year. And as I said, I think will be on sale. Then I've got a couple that I heard Joe Rubin, who runs, Vinegar Syndrome, I heard him recommend on Colors of the Dark, my friend Elric's podcast. He recommended, among other things, The Lamp, which he said has some great gore and practical effects. Obviously, also known as The Outing, came out from Scream Factory as a double bill with nothing. And now their version has a ton of new features, new scan, and yeah, it's about an evil genie kind of setup and lots of genie ripping people apart kind of stuff. So I haven't watched this yet, but it is now on my pile for consideration, and if the owner of the company recommends it, I think it's worth a look. He also recommended All American Murder. As you can see, it has Christopher Walken and Charlie Slattery. And Artie Logan has a history of getting himself in trouble. He's been kicked out of every school he's attended and is no friend of the law, which makes matters extra complicated for his wealthy father, who happens to be a judge. Given one last chance, Artie is shipped off to Fairfield College when his new fling, a senator's daughter, Tally, is burned to death by an unknown assailant. Suspicion immediately falls on Artie. Adamant of his innocence, he's granted 24-hour period with which to unmask the actual culprit. I love that the law allows him 24 hours to clear his name. Twisted hybrid of slasher and giallo, All American Murder is the sole theatrical feature by acclaimed director Anson Williams from Happy Days. But yeah, so this is another one that Joe Rubin recommended and should be on sale. So think about All American Murder. And then I've recommended this before. I'm going to leave some links in the video below, the box below, about other videos that I've offered recommendations. And I've offered this one in several recommendations. But this movie is kind of like a student thesis version of The French Connection. And it's amazing. It's just got some really crazy fun stuff, including like helicopter shots. It's basically like students that had graduated I think in Champaign-Urbana, Illinois, making a feature on campus with some college actors, and it's just a blast. I absolutely love this movie, and it will still be in stock, I believe, and on sale. So grab Shot if you can. And then I've got a bunch of stuff that you should grab, even though it won't be on sale, because it's good stuff. So let's start with Boarding House. Just another completely bonkers horror movie from AGFA. Just out of its mind. Like, I don't even really want to describe it, but again, if you're looking for crazy, crazy movies, this one and Champagne and Bullets are two different kinds of bonkers. This is a horror bonkers. That's more of an action bonkers. But Boarding House, definitely worth a grab. The Terminal Island 4K. Stephanie Rothman directed Terminal Island, which looks like a women in prison movie, but it's actually not. It's a little different than that. But it's a prison island, and the prisoners are trying to escape, and that's all I'm really going to do to set it up. But it has Roger E. Mosley and Tom Selleck, so you got some Magnum PI there, and it's just a great-looking 4K. Just a movie I never thought would get the 4K treatment, and it's pretty cool. So Terminal Island, again, won't be on sale, but definitely worth grabbing. I haven't watched it yet, but I know Elric is a huge fan of Tough Guys Don't Dance. And so this one I definitely want to see. There's Mr. Wings Hauser again, and Ryan O'Neal and Isabella Rossellini, directed by Norman Mailer. Hadn't gotten a nice Blu-ray up until this. Another one that, seems like it would be worth grabbing if you're into noir, neo-noir kind of stuff. Then we have Nothing Underneath, which is just a crazy giallo, psychic brother and sister connected, Donald Pleasance eating spaghetti at a Wendy's kind of McDonald's kind of movie. And it's another bonkers gem, another just crazy movie that has an out-of-control ending that I really liked. It also includes a movie called Too Beautiful to Die, which is a sequel sort of in name only. Both kind of slashery. Again, not on sale, but super fun. Recommended by Phil Blankenship. And then last but not least, New York Ninja, which is, Vinegar Syndrome Pictures or whatever. Basically a movie that was lost and never released. And they had the film reel elements, and they decided to scan them and add sound with actors like Cynthia Rothrock and, I can't remember who else they cast in the movie as the voice actors. But anyway, they're dubbing over these other actors, and it's very much in the vein of like Miami Connection or something along those lines. Just kind of a crazy, sort of goofy martial arts movie, but a, cult item in the making. Those that have seen it, I think it's already starting to form the cult. And as you can see, it comes in the really nice Vinegar Syndrome patented magnetic box like Six String Samurai and Beastmaster, and it comes with a nice booklet, and yeah, it looks great, and it's just a nice package and a fun movie for hanging out with your friends watching crazy martial arts stuff. So New York Ninja, definitely recommended for a pickup during the sale, even though it won't be on sale. So anyway, check out my links below for the other videos, which have way more recommendations than this one. But I just wanted to throw something together really quick and throw out a few recommendations that will be on sale, I think, and that maybe you'll enjoy. So that'll do it for this video. Enjoy the sale. Think about subscribing if you like what Vinegar Syndrome does. It could run $600 to $800 depending on if you want the adult titles or just the genre titles or whatever. I don't know the price of the subscription this year, but that does get you all the Vinegar Syndrome releases that they put out, not the VSAs, not the VSUs, not the Vinegar Syndrome productions, but it also gets you 50% off MSRP on all the catalog titles and all the partner label titles, as well as the VSAs and VSUs, I think. I don't know. that reminds me. Before I go, I mean, I know I talk about these guys a lot, but I do love them, and that's Fun City Editions. Definitely be grabbing all the Fun City Editions titles that are on sale. So, Alphabet City, which is like a neo-noir, great movie. The slip cases will probably not be available on a lot of these. I think they've sold out on some, but then you have I Start Counting, which is sort of a psychosexual thriller coming-of-age movie. Very cool stuff. You have Jeremy, one of my favorite releases of the year, a coming-of-age story. Two teenagers in New York in the late 70s, played by, as you can see there, Robbie Benson and Glynis O'Connor, and they are amazing together, and it's just an incredibly moving and sometimes funny film, but I absolutely love it. And Fun City always does new scans, and they always look great, and this just has a really great interview with Glynis and Robbie, where they're recorded separately, but they're almost like in conversation, and it's really moving. Like they were each other's kind of first loves in some ways, or she was his, I don't know. But really great movie. Smile. Smile is a satirical take on, beauty pageants. And Bruce Stern plays like a small town, I think he runs like an RV dealership, and he takes the pageant really seriously. It's like true Americana to him, and he's sort of forced to reckon with his own beliefs and ideals. Anyway, very funny. Melanie Griffith is in this, and some other younger folks, but really, really enjoyable Michael Ritchie film that could be on sale. And then Walking the Edge, I don't know. That's right on the edge of being on sale in terms of when it came out, but a revenge movie, kind of. Nancy Kwan is trying to get revenge on Joe Spinell and his gang for killing her husband and her son, which happens at the very beginning of the movie. And she ropes in an LA cab driver played by Robert Forster, and he's great in this, and it just keeps ramping up. It's LA Taxi Driver, maybe. I don't know. That's not quite tonally right, but you could make allusions to it. It could double bill with Taxi Driver. I think it would work. But very good stuff. All these have great extras too. Rancho Deluxe, I think, is too new, but again, one of my very favorite neo-westerns about some cattle rustlers played by Jeff Bridges and Sam Waterston. And they are constantly tormenting this cattle dude played by Clifton James, who has ranch hands played by Harry Dean Stanton, and a stock detective played by Slim Pickens that shows up to try and help solve the mystery of who the rustlers are. And it's just a great cult comedy from the 70s by Frank Perry, and I love it. I don't know if it's on sale, but there's a great Jeff Bridges interview on this. And then this will definitely not be on sale, but the first Fun City box set, Primetime Panic, which has Don't Dream It's Over, sort of a graffiti artist romance in New York, with Ike Eisenman from the Escape to Witch Mountain and Return to Witch Mountain. Death Ride to Osaka with Jennifer Jason Leigh, directed by the great... oh man, I'm blanking right now. Jonathan Kaplan. Kind of a girl gets roped into a sex trafficking scheme kind of movie. And then Freedom with Mayor Winningham. And it's sort of like a girl leaves her mom and her sister to go away with a carnival. Again, sort of coming of age. It's got some other stuff going on, but I really like this one too, directed by Joseph Sargent. Yeah, you really can't go wrong with any of these. I would recommend the entire Fun City catalog for picking up. So definitely grab anything that's on sale, but think about grabbing all of it because there's nothing but good movies in this collection, and I adore them. Anyway, gone on way too long. Enjoy your shopping and have a lovely Thanksgiving, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.